Question 423. Find two numbers whose sum is 27 and the product is 182. Uh, Let these numbers be x and 27 minus x. Why? Because their sum is 27. So that means if one part is x, the second part is going to be the remainder, which is 27 minus x. Also, their product has been given as 182. That means their multiplication x times 27 minus x is equal to 182. That x part we will multiply with each part in the bracket. So x times 27 is 27x and x times negative x will be minus x square. 182 will remain as it is. Now we want to bring it in standard quadratic expression form, quadratic equation form, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So we'll transfer this 182, or we'll transfer this entire left hand side on the other side. Why? Because this is negative x square. So I will keep it 182 as it is and transfer this minus x square on the opposite side. So it will become positive x square. And this 27x, when it is transferred on the other side, it will become negative 27x. Now we'll have 0 on one side because there is nothing. And this 182 will remain as it is. X square, since it came from this side, negative become positive, and then positive 27x becomes negative 27x equal to 0. So now this is in standard quadratic equation form. In exam, if they don't have mention, any mention of factorization of or anything, you can solve this by quadratic equation. That would be a little bit more convenient, but this is an exercise by factorization. So we will concentrate on this last number 182 with a positive sign. We want to break it apart, divide that into two factors such that their sum, their addition is going to be negative 27. So the factors will be minus 14 and minus 13. Now I know a little bit this is a little bit tricky. It's very difficult. You might have to do some trial and error, some permutation combination, but the factors will be negative 14 and negative 13 such that their combination will be the middle term. So I can break it apart, the split the middle term, negative 27x as minus 14 and minus 13x. And I can concentrate on the first two terms, take x common, and what remains is x remains from the first term. From 14x, it remains only 14. From these two terms, I will take negative 13 common and x minus 14 will remain. X minus 14 is a repeated factor. We can write that only once. And whatever is remaining, x minus 13, we can put it in second bracket. So that means each of the factor is going to be 0. So either x minus 14 is 0 or x minus 13 is 0. So that gives us x equal to 14 because this negative 14 transfer on the other side becomes positive 14. Same thing here, x will become 13. So either one of these answers technically is correct because let's assume that this answer is correct. So the number will be x, which is 14, and the other number will be 27 minus x. We just found out x as 14. So 27 minus x will become 27 minus 14. That's 13. Now you will say, oh, what about this number? Okay, you can take, instead of 14, you can take 13 here. But then here we will have to substitute 13, and then this will become 14. So the numbers are 14 comma 13 or 13 comma 14. So basically these two numbers are 13 and 14. These are the numbers which you are looking for, and that's your final answer.